Hi everybody, I am Pascal Aurien from Telecom Paris, France, une grande école. And the subject of my demonstration is a new IoT trust model based on TLS-SC and TLS-IM secure elements, a blockchain use case. This demonstration presents a new trust model for Internet of Things based on TLS 1.3 session authenticated by pre-share key, PSK. According to TLS 1.3, security relies on Diffie-Hellman exchanges optionally authenticated by symmetric secret PSK shared by client and server. A major security issue is PSK protection against eavesdroppings in order to avoid device cloning or illegitimate use. We present two secure elements, TLS-IM used on client side and TLS-SE used on server side, which enforce PSK security. TLS-IM is a smart card associated with TLS 1.3 client running in laptop. TLS-SC is a standalone TLS 1.3 server running in a secure element which embeds an application computing signatures for blockchain transaction. TLS-SC has the same form factors and is plugging in a hardware module working with a Wi-Fi SoC providing TCP/IP connectivity. Security is a major issue for Internet of Things ecosystems. Many IoT frameworks use TLS or DTLS protocol for authentication purposes. The last version, TLS 1.3, released in 2018, is based on Diffie-Hellman exchanges authenticated either by asymmetric signatures or symmetric pre-share key. Symmetric secrets are usually shared in IoT platforms between devices acting as TCP/IP servers and remote clients which control objects and are located in the cloud. The goal of TLS-IM is to avoid PSK eavesdroppings by computing in tamper-resistant environments, such as smart cards, or procedures requiring the knowledge of these secrets. The scope of TLS-SC is to realize the standalone TLS 1.3 server in a trusted computing platform, typically a secure element. The demonstration platforms comprise a TCP/IP TLS server and a TCP/IP TLS client. The server is built over a cheap Wi-Fi SoC ESP8266 with 80 KB RAM and 1 MB flash, supporting TCP/IP sockets. It comprises the TLS-SC servers running in a Java card 3.0.4 with a SIM factors. The secure element is driven by an Atmega 368 processor with 32 KB flash, 2 KB SRAM, which provides an UART interface. A blockchain key store application is running over TLS in the secure element. The clients run in a PC over a modified Wolf TLS stack with dedicated callback procedures. It works with a TLS-IM Java card which protects PSK use. The simplified key derivation process used by external PSK is illustrated by the figure above. Given a PSK value, a set of 4 secrets is computed by procedures HashKDF extracts and derived secrets colored in orange. These procedures are realized by Java card software downloaded in the TLS-IM smart cards. TLS-IM provides one bit code for administrator mode and another for user mode. In administrator mode, a dedicated ISO 6816 command sets the PSK, from which secret value colored in yellow are computed. In user mode, TLS-IM provides 2 procedures colored in grid. First, hashMAC, is required to compute the PSK binder included in the client hello message. Second, is used to compute the handshake secret from the Diffie-Hellman exchange over elliptic curve. The demonstration shows the TLS-IM integration in the OpenStack Wolf SSL, thanks to the implementation of dedicated callback function, which performs the computing of PSK binder and the computing of the handshake secret. TLS-SC is a PSK TLS 1.3 server running in a Java card 3.0.4. It has no pin code because the only way to access to the secure element resources is to successfully open a TLS 1.3 PSCAS session. So TLS PSCAS acts as a pin code. As illustrated by the figure on the right, TLS SE is built over 4 components: a cryptographic library which supports SHA-256, IES 120 CCM, and SEC 256R1. Data exchange. TLS packets are sent and received to and from TLS SE. TLS state machine, color in yellow. TLS library, which is a set of procedures used either to check incoming TLS packet, color in orange, or to generate outgoing packet, color in green. The TLS SE hardware modules provide TLS 1.3 server services, thanks to the serial links working at 19,200 baud. From a software point of view, a dedicated API, illustrated by the bottom figures, SE receive make a bridge between network sockets and TLS SE. Many blockchain systems work with the SCP-256-key1 elliptic curve for transaction signing. The TLS SE secure element embeds an application which delivers cryptographic services such as key generation or ECDSA signatures over these elliptic curves. Commands are encoded by ASCII lines, ended by carriage return line feed characters. A command comprises the first character that identifies the procedures to be executed, G for generate key, S for sign, P for get public key, R for get private key, a key index encoded by 2 hexadecimal digits, and an optional payload expressed in hexadecimal. The response is error carriage return line feed in case of issues, or a set of hexadecimal data ended by the carriage returns line feed sequence in case of success. Let's see now the demonstration. The client is on the left and the server is on the right. The client builds the client hello message and uses the IM to compute the verified data inserted in the client hello message. The client sends the client hello message. The TLS SE server receives this message. It returns the server hello packet and the encrypted message option and finish it. The client receives these messages. It computes the handshake secret with the identity module. Finally, it sends the finished encrypted message. The TLS SE server checks this message. A TLS channel is now open. The client sends the C00 command, which clears key 0 over the encrypted TLS channel. The client sends the G00 command, which generates key at index 0 over the encrypted TLS channel. The client sends the P00 command, which reads the public key at index 0 over the encrypted TLS channel. The client sends the S001234 command, which signs message 1234 with the private key at index 0 over the encrypted TLS channel. Finally, the TLS channel is closed. Thank you for your attention.